go to the bowling now. And well, we've been seeing some great matches, not necessarily the high scores we've been looking for, but Charlie Standish says he's going to try to do something about that for us as he steps up on the left-hand lane to open up.
Here's the
match. We have him mic'd.
Come on.
The voice you hear is Charlie talking to himself. Go out and have fun.
Yeah.
Charlie let me know earlier that in order to win this game, he feels like he's going to have to bowl 10 good frames. He's really going to have to make an effort here. Struggling a little bit on the practice pair. This pair will tell. This pair may be a little bit different. We will find out very soon.
Asking it to hook, and he gets his request. Sometimes the bowlers are reluctant to wear the wireless mic because of the feel, because they're not sure what they may or may not say. But Charlie, he just seems like such a fun-loving guy.
He really is.
He was game, and hopefully it'll bring a new element into you. Mike Crail starting out using the power early for a sweep on the 10.
Again, getting that ball way out on the lane, and I'll tell you what, as soon as it hits, it grabs and just rips them pins apart. Look at the extension. I love that. Follow through. Great. Solid at the line.
1-2 pocket filled up, and that's a 10 going out late, but the messenger went to the wall and did its job. Mike Crail would like to start with a double. A little wide.
David, I really feel that left-hand lane, number 13 here at LaRu, is just a little bit tighter for the left-handers. Ron Holiday going light a couple times, and it cost him the match.
Now we'll see if he can bear down and bring the spare back. Staying clean until you find the good line on both lanes, and he brings it back nicely. We've been talking the last couple of weeks about the Kids Adventure Club. There's 13 weeks of bowling right after school. The 761 BOWL number, 761-2695, the BPA will tell you all about it. But just briefly, Jen, it sounds like one of the greatest deals around right now.
It really is. If your kids love to bowl, you need to get them involved in this. 13 weeks of bowling. It's only $650 per week. Charlie there saying that's a better shot, picking up on it. For that, you are going to receive an admission to Kings Island, an admission to the beach, an admission to the Cincinnati Zoo, plus discount for your family. Great bargain. Check it out. Call Kathy out at the BPA office and get your children involved. It is a lot of fun.
That's the guy you're hearing, Charlie Standish, age 30. He's talking to us, and we'll just enjoy a little bit of chatter here from time to time. We'll listen in and see what he has to say to himself.
Right here. Good shot.
Taking a little sigh to calm himself down.
Jeez.
Well,
boy.
I always love this when we do this, Jen, because I was very animated when I was a bowler. Talked to myself a lot. Talked to the pins. It adds a certain element of personality to the game that we always don't get to see or hear. Like Riga Kalfas, he always talks to himself. We've yet to figure out what he's saying.
Well, talking to yourself, it's okay. It's when you start answering yourself back, you're in trouble.
That's happened to me a few times. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Virtually even match at this point.
That's correct. Mike Crail, right-hand lane. This has been his good lane. Let's see if it treats him well. And it does.
This guy is very impressive, Dave.
Well, we haven't seen him here, but the concentration on this man is phenomenal. Look at the eyes. They're just riveted to his mark. The extension, 100% of his energy goes into the release, and then he becomes a spectator and watches the pin action. The Pepsi sweep comes down, but there's nothing for it to sweep.
Well, there, David, I think he made an adjustment on lane 13 because that time he went high. So Just seems to be a little bit tricky. It's probably a speed move and not so much an adjustment with your mark or your feet.
I'd like to just thank the participants in the Kids Adventure Club, which of course is Kings Island. We had a lot of fun with them, with Scooby-Doo that week.
Scooby-Doo.
Cincinnati Zoo, another proud member of the team, and the Beach Water Park. Those three places, even if you don't join the league, go out and enjoy them sometime this summer. I might see you there because I love going off the big high slide there at the beach. I might be old, but sign me up, I'm game.
I don't think I've missed the summer without each and every one of them places to go to.
Let's see if we can... Charlie, what do you got to say for yourself? Well, he let his ball do the talking for him there, Jen.
He looked a little bit stoked on that shot.
Got away with that one. Come on.
Let's see if we can watch it here. Deep knee bend, stays down at the line, gets through the shot very, very cleanly, Jen. What a shot. Head pin goes to the wall, 10 pin goes out late. And he does like it. Yes.
Animation is a great thing as long as you can keep your emotions under control.
That's close. That's closer than close, Charlie. That's there.
For a double, David, that's the go-ahead shot right there.
What a great player. You know, he's given us a little bit of that extra up close and personal stuff that you guys want to hear at home. We bring it to you. We do our best week after week. Thanks for tuning us in. Channel 9 stands for bowling on Sunday mornings. Thank you.
I love a shot that just kicks out either the 7-pin if you're a left-hander or a 10-pin if you're a right-hander. That is a good, crisp shot.
Where the pin right next to it, be it the 4 or the 6, just slaps it right out of there. Very, as you said, Jen, that is exemplary of the power that we're talking about. Mike Crail, we watched him in the first game. He is throwing some AMF equipment. He's got the Cobras out there. He's got a little bit of everything in his arsenal to fall back on. And again, you picked this up very early, Jim. The left-hand lane, if anything, is going to be his downfall.
Again, going like that is so frustrating. He goes high the first opening shot on 13, goes light, then he goes high, now he goes light again.
Standish in the lead right now by 10 pins. Mike Crail needs to cover this very difficult spare.
Going across, though, not the way you normally would like to make it.
I think if the truth were known, Mike did not try to make that way. Take a look at here. He's going to go at it again. Not as much power, but still the elevation out on there. And let's watch the pin go down. Does it make it? Not the way you want to shoot it, but again, nice shots by the crew here today.
Charlie working on a double here on the right lane.
Carry. Yes.
Carry, yes. Yeah, that's right, Charlie. It carried, and he's well on his way now. He's increased the 10-pin lead to 20. He's got the advantage of the strike in the 6th frame. He can make it 30 pins with 3 frames to go, Jen, and that's getting into the area where your opponent really has to take a game.
Relax and execute. That's what Charlie has to say at this point.
Talking to himself on the way to the line. Yanked it and got away with it. Jen, we don't need to be here. I guess we can go back and get a Pepsi and relax because he's doing the commentary for us, huh? Watch him here. Deep knee bend, down at the line, stays there, and with the championship form that got him here, crashes 10 in the pit. Every pin doing its job. I mean to tell you, we've got a match again. Mike Crail is not going to give up and go away. He answers with his very own strike in the 7th frame. 30 pins down, going into his 8th frame, Jen.
This is one heck of a match. This is what it's all about.
Super shot. Wow.
David, if he can strike on that lane, he is going to put some serious damage in on Charlie's lead.
Well, 2 reasons that was a critical shot, Jennifer. He's setting up his 9th frame, which is important, and that's going to be his finishing lane in the 10th, so he really had to nail that. Well, you heard
Make
him.
good
You heard him
shots.
say it. Make good shots, and he can't touch you. No, that's on the right-hand
That's
lane.
got a chance.
It's got a chance, and a chance it had.
Okay.
Now it'll be a chance for Mike Crail. Mike appears to have that left-hand lane figured out. Charlie still with a lead.
Critical spare. Going to maintain the lead. Yes, he does.
It's easy to see why Charlie at one point was on the Professional Bowlers Tour.
Got away with the
He
last
is
one.
new to our area.
I'm 13 here.
That's why we have not heard a whole lot about him.
Well, City, out of the 4 tournaments he bowled on the tour, his best finish was 10th, and that's remarkable.
That's excellent.
I mean, that's only maybe a strike or 2 possibly away out of 24 games of making a TV show. And he responds very quickly with his very important 9th frame.
Can't shut me out.
Well, you hear Charlie saying, okay, go ahead and shut me out. He knows that as Mike Crail gets up and is getting ready to bowl his 9th frame, he can go out with a 240, and that would put it out of the reach. This is it. He's got to have it to put it out of reach. Woo, let's see if we can see what takes out the 6-pin on this one. The shot is a little high. Let's keep our eyes on the head pin and the 3-pin that's in the middle of your screen. See which one takes out. See right there? That's the head pin going to the wall, whiplashes around and takes the 6 out from the back door.
Left-hand lane, the one that has been giving him problems. And he figures it out. Hooray for Mike.
Well, we're not going to give away the car this week, but I tell you what, Jeff has sent us a beautiful automobile again, and each and every week for a 300 game, they can drive that puppy home.
Sit right there.
Yes, sit right in that seat and grab that wheel and drive her home. Not going to happen today, but it's available, and maybe next week we'll do it. A 300 game, a car from Jeff Weiler. Right now, he wants to end it. He goes way on the Brooklyn side. Well, that leaves the door open. Now we get to see what Charlie is made out of. He's going to have to double in the 10th. No, he's only going to have to get the first one. Force him to mark. Boy, how big was that shot, Jen?
That was huge. Count is everything on that shot there.
That's right.
Converts both of them.
He goes from forcing Mike Charlie to strike to making him mark only. Big difference. Now he's asking for a re-rack. I'm not sure that there's anything wrong with the rack, but it's a good time to recoup. You can hear him breathing a little heavier.
Okay. Easiest mark in the world.
Let's listen in.
Let's turn the pin. Good shot. That's close.
Close it is. It's better than close.
Fries the rack.
One rack. Well done.
You cannot get any better than that.
Got a little around it. But
Well, let's watch it here, and we're going to let you listen in at home, folks.
that's close.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Charlie Standish showing what a champion is made out of.
Wow.
Really rolling the ball so well right now.
Kudos to Charlie Standish.
Absolutely. We're going to watch Charlie go out with a 240-something. With a strike, it would be 249. Mike Crail bowled very well with his 228, but just hit a steamroller. Great footwork. Great game. Charlie, you're a great champion. Thank you for a super dive. Very sportsmanlike as he congratulates Mike Crail. Well, week 9 comes to an end. Our championship match finds 228 about 20 pins short. 248, our king retains his crown. Charlie Standish, stay with us. We'll be back to present the checks in just a minute. Week number 9 comes to a close, and our champion really bowled well. But first, Jen, I think you've got a little money to hand out over there.
Boy, this champion over here really bowled great also. Chuck Long, you had a 219 this morning, a string of 5 in a row. Probably a little nervous being the first time on TV. How'd you feel about the whole experience?
Yeah, I was a little nervous at the beginning, but after I got a few spares of strikes there, I started feeling pretty confident. So.
Yeah, and your dad, what's his name?
Tom.
Tom Long's been trying to make it to the show for a while, so we're real happy to see his son. 500 big ones and a nice wall plaque compliments a Tri-State Bowling Supply for you. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Fantastic. And Charlie, I think everyone that watched today would agree that your sportsmanship is something that you can be proud of, but your bowling today was exceptional. I mean, what happened?
Well, I tried to come out really loose today. I was kind of nervous at first, and I just really tried to get myself to settle down. And here's a shot, I think it's in the 9th, it looks like, and this was really important because I knew if I carried this one, now that's the winner. That was the game winner right there, the first one. This is the 9th frame one, which is really important because it made sure that I couldn't get shut out no matter what Mike did. If he struck out, all I could shoot was 240, and I could shoot 249 no matter what happened.
Having some experience on the national tour, do you think that helped you be a little calmer today?
Yeah, it's definitely, when you're bowling against Pete Webb or Amaletto, Monticelli, all those guys like that, and you come to someone like this, and this is very important to this town, don't get me wrong, but I think it gives me a little edge in the end.
It does help. $600 might help too, and a plaque again from Tri-State. Congratulations. Super job. Stay with us for the end of it, and then we'll see you next week here on the BPA King of Bowling.
That's close.
Yes!